Hello guys, it is I, Havoc, once more. I've returned for the Town of Seline and a little bit more Banished gameplay. Right, what are we going to be doing today? Well, I'd like to have a quick look at Anesti. She's there, 74 years old. Her daughter there, Stefani, 51-year-old, and Alyssa, who is a boy, apparently, according to that little symbol, is a boy. Okay, now, one of the first things I want to do is, because I've got quite a few houses to upgrade, I'm going to build a boarding house. I'm not sure where to plonk this. I need to put this down somewhere where everybody can get to it. Oh, never mind. I just want to put it down here. It's not going to be around for long. Build a boarding house. Put 2 workers into that. Excellent. Now our merchant has arrived. This merchant has walnut seeds. Go away, walnut seed man. I want sheep. I'm looking for sheep. I don't like the layout of this town. This town has got to be. I have to change the layout of this town. That market really is just, I mean, there's a large chunk that's covering the lake and a large chunk that's covering a mountain. Really do need, I really don't like it. Really don't like it. It needs to change. Yes, it needs to change. But how? I don't know. That is the problem. But anyway, we'll get the boarding house done. Now, the boarding house will allow me to start converting all of these houses to stone houses, and at the same time give these people somewhere to live so they don't freeze during the winter. It also allows me to actually build during the winter. And Nesty is working as our teacher. Excellent. An excellent choice. One of our most senior residents is now teaching. This is good. What was her neighbour? Garnestian. Yes, Garnestian, who was also temperate for a little while there, seeing Huberti, who lived across the road, but unfortunately Huberti died a couple of videos ago, and that was a sad day when he died. Unfortunately, Ernesti is approaching that age, and so is Darnell, so Ganestian, so they're both sort of getting to that old person age, so they may, I'm just checking there for a moment, I thought I'd build another stone house, build another boarding house, but I haven't. Alright, there we go, there's the logs in place. The stone. Come on, guys, bring the stone up. Move the stone up. My farmer's there, busy at work. I've got 21,000 food in the bank, which is plenty of food. I really don't need any more food than that. I've got some stone roads in place. As you can see, I've got stone roads running the full length of the village. The long length of the village. And so that's pretty good as well. Yeah, what else have we got? Not a lot else, actually. That was kind of about it. So we've kind of given ourselves that long double width road right through the centre of the village. Allows me to get from one side of the village, allows me this sort of gatherer's hut over here, and the gatherer's huts over here, and this hunting cabin. I think I'll get rid of that hunting cabin. How much food have I got? I might get rid of that hunting cabin. How much leather? I've got 42 leather over here. But then I'll have some here as well. I wonder how much leather have we got in here. Do we have any leather? No, I don't think we have any leather in here, actually. No, we have no leather in there. Where else do we store leather? It's that one. Is there another one nearby? Oh yes, there's more over here. I built a whole load of them. Leather 144. That's 67. We've got loads of leather being stored up. So what I'm going to do as well is get rid of that hunting cabin. Not because I want to have hunters, but it'll give me 3 hunters back which I can use as labourers, which is always very useful. But it means that I can then look at possibly moving. Also, that gatherer's hut needs to move as well. Its gathering space is being eaten up by town, so we need to move that as well. Now, I'd like to put it over here. I'd like to put a gatherer's hut over here if I could. A gatherer's hut here would do pretty well, actually. Yeah, would do pretty well. Put a bridge in, run a road straight across. I think that would work rather nicely. Unfortunately, that means I've got to clear all this stone and iron out of this area, which is a real pain because it means it's dragging a lot of people over. But hopefully, in the winter, I will be able to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is also extend the stone road to here, and then build a bridge there. That'll give me a bridge directly into the quick route and a stone road. That's fine. Right, we've also got the boarding house is up. Excellent. So let's get that. So that is taken down, being demolished as we speak. How many people have been demolishing that? 2 of 3. That's fine. Put another person into that. So it's 6 labourers and 3 of 5 builders. I'm going to put all 5 of you in. That's fine. The builders will carry materials to a zone if they need to. So nothing to remove there, so just building stuff. That's excellent. That's fine. Now, let's see. Nesty, they're 76. She's working as a stonecutter now. She's been sacked as a teacher, obviously, for some kind of obvious misdemeanor that the Nesty would get up to. And Nesty's probably allowing the kids to chew gum. Venice, and then you, and you. There we go. There are 5 properties there as well, which are going to be converted into stone houses. And you will notice immediately they've all gone to live in the boarding house. Now, they won't have children in the boarding house, so we've got a child in there who will grow up in a boarding house, but they won't actually have any more. In the meantime, Theodore and Gilly, I'm hoping, will die, which will mean one of these houses will be built basically with space. It'll be an empty house, so when they all come back, they'll go, oh yes, the house has been built. And it'll be an empty house, and a new person can move in. All good. No, that's one house. There we go. There's the wooden bridge. Why do you need stone for a wooden bridge? I suppose that is actually for the pilings, and it's those big central pieces there. That's obviously what you need the stone for. The pilings and the footings. Obviously. Obviously, Havoc. Have you never built a bridge, man? Well, actually, yes, I have. That's the embarrassing bit. Yes, I have built a bridge. On my many jobs, I was an engineer, Royal Engineer for a while in the army, and we built bridges and then blew them up again. Not the same bridge, of course. Right, yeah, we've got to build a worker there, busy hammering, sawing, bang, bang, bang. There we go. Bridge is up. And tested by the worker. Sorry, excuse my squeakiness there. I just bought a brand new computer chair, and oh god, it's so nice. I've been using a kitchen table chair for about the last month. Obviously not the last month, because the last month I've been in France, but the last month I've been using a kitchen table chair as I record, and it's been incredibly uncomfortable on my back. And I got a new computer chair, and unfortunately my back has suddenly decided that, no, really hard wooden chairs, that's good. We like really hard wooden chairs, sit in them some more. So my back is actually quite sore. In the meantime, I am going to strip out all the stone in this area. And all the iron. Let's get stone and iron out of this area here. That will allow us to build more tools and convert more houses. And yeah, actually that quarry, I'm going to take some people out of that quarry because I've got 5 properties there. Yeah, I think actually I can get away with that. Theodore and Gilly still alive. They haven't died yet. Damn them. Damn your eyes, sir. Die. Now, what are you doing? Forester's Lodge. Now, one of the things you can do is if you elect not to cut down, so you can turn the cutting down bit off, what you will end up with is quite a mature forest. It will be quite big, quite old, and herbalists do quite well here. As you can see, my herbalist, who is over here, is doing quite well. It's quite a mature forest. I'm having to plant a few bits over here just because I need to fill in the gaps. I'll take the plant bit out of there because you've got plenty of wood. So just going to take the cut bit out. So we're just planting here. Any trees that fall over, we replace them, but apart from that, we do nothing else to them. Gatherer's Hut. Now let's have a quick look. See how much that Gatherer's Hut produced last season. 300, 600, 1,000, 1,500. Not a huge amount. It is late autumn. So yeah, I'm going to produce this year actually out of curiosity, because last year may have been a hitch. It's 700, 1,000, 1,200 so far. 1,500 last year. Not a huge amount. What about this one? Last year, good lord, 600, 500, so 1,100, a little bit, 1,200, plus 7 is 1,900, plus 8, 2,700 food, with 4 people working at that. 2,700 food with 4 people, remember that. The crop field is producing, which has got 1 farmer, is producing 392 food. So, how many farms do I need to produce 2,700 food? 6 farms. Yes, 4, 6, 12, 24. So 6 farms will produce 2,800 food. Yep, 2,800 food. So which would basically just exceed my gatherer's hut. But that would require 6 workers in a slightly smaller area, but it would require 6 workers. My gatherer's hut requires 4 workers. Conundrums, quandaries. What shall we do? So yes, there is that question of whether it is actually better to have a farmer or to have a gatherer. Personally, I like a gatherer's hut. So yes. Ooh, no, nobody living here. So I think Gillian Theodore. No, Gillian Theodore did not die. So somebody else has died, or moved in with somebody else. But anyway, the stone house here is coming up. It's being built very slowly, but it's coming up. I've just got 5 or 2, so I don't need quite so many people in here now. Because I've got the boarding house as well, it means that I can do this kind of work during the winter, and nobody's going to freeze to death wandering around out in the streets, because they have no home. They will have a home. They will live in the boarding house. They're going to breed in the boarding house, but they will, in fact, just be able to live, and that's fine. That's good enough. All I need them to do is to stay alive, and I need them to not die. So come along, get this last stone house built. Indeed. They're 79 years old and still working down the mine, putting in a full day's work. Unlike you lazy bums, sitting here watching videos. Get down the mine. You're not 79. You don't have an excuse. So we have Zaid the teacher. Where they come up with the names for this. Zaid the teacher is now living in this stone house. Oh, no, where's that? There's that one, isn't it? That house down there. That's fine. He's not married. He's living on his own. At least he's not living with one of his students. That's the main thing. And it is late winter of year 21. I feel that we are going to have to be calling it a day for this video very shortly, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It is good to be back after my month in the south of France. If you ever have the chance to go to Nice, please take it. It is an absolutely beautiful city. The sea is just like this colour of blue you'll never imagine. And the sun is just beats down all day. It is just amazing. The coffee. Oh, if you get a chance to go to Nice, which is the old part of Nice, it is absolutely beautiful. So I really would suggest having a holiday down there and going up into the hills. I was staying up a little place called La Colle-sur-Loup, and it was absolutely adorable. In the meantime, guys, catch you on the flip side.